Well, Noah, you're next. This is Noah from Lakota West High School outside Cincinnati.
Hey, man.
Hi, Adrian. It's so good to meet you. I was wondering, I've listened to a lot of your music. I'd have to say my favorite is King of Everything, and that's an
Bro.
amazing
Appreciate
song.
it
Um,
so
but
much.
I was wondering, you've got a lot of singles out right now. I was wondering, are you working on any bigger projects at the moment?
Yes, we've been talking about a bunch of different release strategies, and we're actually releasing something like three projects this year. None being an album. I think a group of EPs because the whole, to me, I love the idea of an album. Like that's my thing. I know a lot of people they talk about albums coming in and out and how everything right now is the EP and singles game, but I love albums. Like they're like if a song is a chapter, they're like the whole book, and you can get a full story from the artist and discover and learn a whole bunch of things about what they're saying and what they're talking about and what the theme of their life is. And I love that. And so when we do that, I want to make sure that it's right and it's saying something and there's a really strong, cohesive world building theme there. And right now, we're in a place where I feel like we have a lot of like songs that we really think are cool and we want to put them out, but the thought of them going together all together on one project, there's not too much of a cohesive theme to them. So we want to make sure that whenever we do hop into album mode, it's like this is what we're saying and here's the idea and all of these songs are running together, but we do really love these songs and some of them do tie into each other, so we're thinking something like three-ish EPs to go through the year so we can start with album mode next year. That's the plan right now. That's the plan.
Awesome. I can't wait to hear it.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to hear it.
As an up and coming artist, what would be your like advice to people who are wanting to get into music full time? Because I know it can sometimes feel a little scary. I was just wanting to know what your advice would be to up and coming artists as well.
Yeah, to feed the broken record, it is to just love what you're doing. But past that, just to give a different answer, is do it as much as you can as well. Like that's a big thing. I feel like, and I'm still learning this, but a lot of people like to be really precious about their art. And like I can only put this out when it's right and like all of it. Like yes, but at the same time, give yourself to people and put the music out. And like people can't latch on to something that isn't out and they can't exist with. And so it's like putting your stuff out, not being afraid to advertise and talk about yourself and your art that is out, and then to just love what you're doing. I mean, good examples like I don't know if you guys know Malcolm Todd, but Malcolm Todd is this really sick artist who he's having like a really crazy moment right now, and he was putting out 8 songs a month. Like he was just like, it's like I'm not gonna hold this stuff back and be super mysterious and like whatever it may be. It's like I'm gonna give this to people. I created this to give it, and I love what I made, and I want people to invest themselves in. And so it's just to like to make stuff, to love making it, and to give it to people, and not be scared about telling them about it and telling them here it is. That's some more.
Awesome. And I did have another like quick follow-up question. I was wondering, as somebody who's like wanting to get into the entertainment industry myself, I was wondering what is the easiest way to like, or like, what is one way to make connections with other people? Because I feel like sometimes that can be challenging.
Ah, there are a lot of it depends on kind of where you are. Like of course like it sucks, but like it's a lot easier if you're in LA and you can like go to events and talk to people and whatever. But the thing that I've actually just been doing recently, because there's a lot of really great artists that are just scattered all over, and I've just been DMing people and I'm like, yo, I heard your song on TikTok and it's sick. And like a lot of times people like they're making the art to be heard and to, like for people to hear it, digest it, and feel a way about it. And so if you go to somebody and say, "Oh my gosh, like your art makes me feel this way, and I am someone that is up and coming in wanting to be in the entertainment field, and I love your work so much." A lot of the time, people will get back to you and they'll be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and blah 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 blah, and you can go from there. But that's actually how I've been making a lot of my like artist friends right now where I'll just like reach out and I'll be like, "Oh my God, dude, I saw you on your like on the radar and that was sick. Like you're great." That's a way I would suggest. Like, use social media. Use social media.
So, one question I had was, if there was any city or country or like festival or like venue that you could play at for a concert, where would that be?
Oh man. Two. Madison Square Garden's kind of a give. Like everyone wants to play Madison Square. That's like the spot. That's like the like, oh man, if I'm playing Madison Square, I made it type thing. But Red Rocks in Colorado, that venue has always been a dream of mine. Um, yeah, dude, like that. I don't know. Like I've latched onto that so hard. Remy Wolf just played it, and I love Red Rocks, man. It's so cool. That's such a cool spot. My drummer, he was telling me there's a spot in San Francisco. I don't know what it's called, but he showed me the stage, and it's beautiful. But I'll stick it to those. Madison Square, Red Rocks. Those are spots, man.
Awesome.